average frequency, every year 15,000 miles. Eliminates odors caused by mold, mildew, stale air, smoke. Cleans and deodorizes auto vac systems, including vents, ducts, evaporator core, and drain pan. Breathe better with the elimination of allergens. Condenser. This is the area in which heat dissipation occurs. The condenser, in many cases, will have much the same appearance as the radiator in your car, as the two have very similar functions. The condenser is designed to radiate heat. Its location is usually in front of the radiator, but in some cases, due to aerodynamic improvements to the body of a vehicle, its location may differ. Condensers must have good airflow anytime the system is in operation. On rear-wheel drive vehicles, this is usually accomplished by taking advantage of your existing engine's cooling fan. On front-wheel drive vehicles, condenser airflow is supplemented with one or more electric cooling fans. As hot compressed gases are introduced into the top of the condenser, they are cooled off. As the gas cools, it condenses and exits the bottom of the condenser as a high-pressure liquid. Evaporator. Located inside the vehicle, the evaporator serves as the heat absorption component. The evaporator provides several functions. Its primary duty is to remove heat from the inside of your vehicle. A secondary benefit is dehumidification. As warmer air travels through the aluminum fins of the cooler evaporator coil, the moisture contained in the air condenses on its surface. Dust and pollen passing through stick to its wet surfaces and drain off to the outside. On humid days, you may have seen this as water dripping from the bottom of your vehicle. Rest assured, this is perfectly normal. The ideal temperature of the evaporator is 32 Fahrenheit at 0 Celsius. Refrigerant enters the bottom of the evaporator as a low-pressure liquid. The warm air passing through the evaporator fins causes the refrigerant to boil. Refrigerants have very low boiling points. As the refrigerant begins to boil, it can absorb large amounts of heat. This heat is then carried off with the refrigerant to the outside of the vehicle. Several other components work in conjunction with the evaporator. As mentioned above, the ideal temperature for an evaporator coil is 32 F. Temperature and pressure regulating devices must be used to control its temperature. While there are many variations of devices used, their main functions are the same: keeping pressure in the evaporator low and keeping the evaporator from freezing. A frozen evaporator coil will not absorb as much heat